Hey guys, I'm with Collin Moore, community manager of Zombie Studios, development studio. Today we're going to talk about Daylight, the indie horror game. It's first person. Can you tell us a little bit more? Apparently I don't know much about it, so please tell me.
So Daylight is a procedurally generated psychological horror game on the PC. Pretty much, I mean, we worked on horror games before. One of the things that's always a problem with horror games is once you experience something once, you can never have that same feeling again. So we built a system that actually lets you, we randomize the location of pretty much events that will happen. So you can be scared by these things over and over and over again because you never know when they're going to happen or where they're going to happen.
So how do you tell a linear narrative with a randomly generated world?
So the narrative is actually more of a sandbox. So we actually allow the player to pretty much pick up items in the world that gives you a better idea of what happened in this hospital. So you pick up newspaper clippings, you pick up incident reports, you click up all these items and stuff that pretty much fill in a puzzle piece of what's going on in the story that's being told. And you're pretty much just finding out the history of this place and why it's messed up. And also that thing starts to allude to maybe why some of these things that you're experiencing are happening to you at this point. So
when I played the game, I noticed that the cell phone never left my character's hand. I'm wondering what kind of abilities does the phone have? Like, is it a multi-tool? Like, how prominent is it going to be in the game?
So right now, the primary object of the phone is pretty much to be your source of illumination. It's your light to help you navigate through the world. We also have a compass on there right now to give you some type of proximity of what directions you have and have not gone. And there's other things too, like if you turn around, you can actually look down at your footsteps. We have some backtracking tools as well. There's some thoughts of other things that the phone can do, but right now we're pretty much using it as the illumination source.
Can you tell us a little something about the character?
So the character is nameless and pretty much just a voice, so you can pretty much portray as that character. It is being voiced by Jessica Chobot, and the character pretty much will allow you to react to certain things. So like if you're downstairs in the basement, she'll say that it's cold. If you're upstairs and it's really dark, she'll say that it's dark. Just things like that to give you an additional focus on what is going on in the game that as you as a player, you wouldn't be able to perceive because we just don't have the technology. We can't tell you that it's cold, so she'll say that it is.
So is she more reactionary, or is something like this going to be a story that's going to go through and she's going to maybe show a little bit more about her past?
I mean, the character itself is more of just in this location and just a conduit to being told of what the story's happening or the experience of what's happening in this hospital. So.
Okay, the game is developed on Unreal Engine 4, correct?
Correct. So we are the first publicly playable Unreal Engine 4 game. We have a great relationship with Epic Games. We've been using Unreal for over 10 years now and done a number of games on them. We actually got access to Unreal Engine 4 through them and pretty much put it through like some tests and whatnot and pretty much started working on it and pretty much came up with the systems that are currently in Daylight.
Female protagonists in games seems kind of thin. It seems like it's making a comeback finally. And especially in horror games, we don't get that many female protagonists. Do you think that adds anything to this game?
Sure. I mean, I think with Jessica involved and stuff, we wanted to pretty much have that. I mean, she's actually had experience doing like urban exploration and things like that. So it's just a logical choice. And we wanted that extra tension as well. It is something as well that we don't understand the kind of problems with that. We like the character. We think it's a great character and stuff. And we think it fits with the game and the genre.
So the game is more about stealth and running as opposed to combat?
There's no combat and there's no weapons in games. I wouldn't necessarily say stealth. It's a pure exploration game. We want you to pretty much navigate through the world and pretty much digest it at your own pace. So we want you to be able to just look around and stuff, explore the world, figure out what's going on, see the paintings, look at the news clippings, like be scared by the events that happen as you play and stuff.
Okay, do you have like maybe a figure about how randomly generated the world can be? Like,
sure. So, like, I think we did some crazy equation of, it's so complex. I think like pretty much the combinations are somewhere in like the millions or billions. So, I mean, we go into the detail of like, let's say that it would never happen. Well, let's say you had the same layout happen again, which wouldn't, but even if you had the same layout, all the items placed in the map would be in a different location, all the way down to like the arrangement of the desks. Like they would be moved, or they would not be there, they would be there. It's pretty crazy of how random or how changed it can be in every experience.
When can we expect Daylight and what platforms?
So we're coming out in 2013. We haven't set a specific month or date yet. We hope to be talking about that in the coming soon. In terms of platforms, we are focused on the PC version. If an opportunity came up to do a console version, we'd love to do a console version. But right now, we don't have any plans to do that.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Hello? Anybody there?